Come on, keep up your feet. Keep your knees high. You're about as intimidating as a puppy guarding a stick. Legs apart. Stop, stop, stop. By this point of your tree, you should have at least knocked down the dummy. But no, right now, you're just lightly tickling it, even with a wooden sword. I get that you're trying your hardest, but you need to try a little bit harder. Now, once more, like I told you, and like I showed you, go at the dummy from the left side and try to flank it. Go. God help me. Alright, that's enough. We should take a break. It's already noon, and you need to eat. I know you want to keep trying, but right now, food comes first. Every soldier, every knight needs energy. Go. Head to the mess hall. I'll be there in a bit. Are you sitting by yourself now, rookie? I see. Mellowing in your sorrow. Well, I guess that's why I'm here now. No, I'm not going to be insulting you, and I'm not going to be giving you orders while we're eating. You're working hard, and you're making good progress. That's a good thing. I'm sure by the end of the moon, at least until by the next full moon, you'll be able to knock the dummy down. And by that point, we can switch you from a regular cedar wooden sword to possibly a bamboo sword. When will you get an iron sword? You won't be getting one of those for a long while. First, we'll need to make sure that you pass basic training. Then, once you do, we'll have to take you to the armory, get yourself set it up with a suit of armor, and then you will have to go through advanced training, meaning more exercises, less sleep, and more time for you to study. That reminds me, have you been keeping up with your studies? Reading all of the scrolls and the books? That's good, you have. So, that's a good start. Reading is important just as much as physical practice, building up muscle memory. No, I'm not chuckling at you. No, your thoughts of me probably perhaps being the best fighter, no. Believe it or not, actually, if you tell anyone I said this to you, I'll cut your arm off in your sleep. But believe it or not, when I was a bright-eyed new recruit, I was probably worse than a fighter than you. I know, hard to believe, but I was. I kept messing up, missing the target. Everything that you did today, I did about 10 times over in the first hour that I stepped onto the camp. It's true. You can even ask the general. He was there. He was a commander at the time, and he was the one that trained me. Why do you think he put me on the job to keep you in check and to train you? Don't be hard on yourself, rookie. The general sees good things in you. I can see some of them, but like anything, they need to be worked on. Let me ask you something. Why did you decide to become a knight? A soldier? You could have easily become something else in the kingdom. A baker, a merchant, perhaps even a servant in the castle. Or, if you married into it, perhaps a nobleman. You wanted to make a difference. I see. And you thought the best way to do that would be to join the Knight's Guard and become a knight yourself. The old stories of how knights would rescue princesses from towers guarded by fearsome beasts and monsters that roamed in the forest, and knights would go out and slay every night in order to protect their kingdom, their families, their home. I hate to break it to you, rookie, but pretty much everything you've heard or read about what it is to be a knight was a complete fairy tale. Being a knight doesn't mean you go looking for trouble. You're not always rescuing the damsel in distress. Hell, you're sometimes just trying to rescue yourself from distress. Yes, there are days where we go out and we rescue people. We save members of our families, our kingdom, our home. But most of the time, we're doing what we're doing now. Guarding, training, keeping ourselves sharp, keeping our wits about us, making sure things are fine. They're in their place. I understand you wanting to make a difference. And I understand you wanting to be a knight in order to be that difference. But believe me, rookie, this is a thankless job. Sure, I have the general to be thankful. I also have the king for being thankful. I'm even thankful for the king for allowing me to be a part of the guard. Of course, look around. I'm the only woman here. The only woman in the entire kingdom mad enough to join the royal guard, to become a knight. If you have what it takes to become a knight, I will continue to train you, and I will continue to teach you everything I know to make sure that you're one of the best knights in the kingdom. But believe me, kid, everything I said and everything that you'll see if you continue on this path is brutal. Like I've said, this is a thankless job. Most of the time, people want nothing to do with you. They'll do nothing but shoo you away. Sometimes even say things like, "You don't belong. We don't need a guard." You still want to become a knight, even after everything I told you. I'll admit, you have guts, kid. Alright, I'll continue to train you, and I will continue to teach you. And I'll even make you a deal. I remember your first day, you kept asking, "What am I? Who am I?" Things of that sort. And I'll make you a deal. If you're able to pass through basic training, you get your armor and you get your iron sword, and you're able to do that and still say that you want to become a knight, I will tell you everything. I just have one question for you. Do you have what it takes?